spot offer, and you can even say where it is as well. So you can say, for example, that it's at the warehouse, for example, right? Created, you then copy. Copying is also very easy. You grab the button over here. So if I go back to the overview right now, I should be able to see the example sample just over here. By the way, we have got a meeting until 10:30, but I have more time after this. So I don't mind running out. Do you have more time after this as well?
It's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'll go at least up to 40 to 11, I'll go at least another 20 minutes and then I'll check in with you again. Okay? Because I can make it much longer if you want. So
Okay.
I don't really mind that. My time is your time, basically. So over here, you can see it back again. You can just press the button over here and set up something. If I go too fast, please let me know. So I can say example something over here. And I can choose whether I want it non-blind, blind, or even double blind. Like someone else can set up the topic, and everything is then blind, so you don't know what your topic is. So let's just do a non-blind something right now. We can pick out our sheet. I can put more sheet conditions as well. And you can enter it on your website, or you can set it up on Cropster, which is on your phone. So you can enter everything on your phone straight away. Now, once we do that, we can type it in over here, or again, you can do it on your phone, right? Let's say for today, we've been doing this, and the final score is 82.75, for example, and I save it. Now at this point, I will be able to see it again in my sample, and I can see over here, this is my sample that I've just created, and I can see here my score. Again, if I click on my score, I see my analysis. So I can also say, okay, fantastic, this is a great copy, I accept it, and I want it in my inventory. So I click that button, and I want it in my roastery right now, and I say, okay, this is a 50 kilo bag, and I'm like 150 kilo bag, for example, right? So I add that, and now you can see it's out of my sample inventory, and I should now be able to see it in my green inventory. So over here is my example, and it's transferred from the warehouse to the roastery, 150 kilo bag, 6,000 kilo. Fantastic, right?
6,000 kilos.
Maybe a bit more than you're going to do, but you never know how big you're going to become, right? So, and at this point, you can actually create a profile from it. So this is the green inventory management. You can say, okay, I want to use this copy for, let's say, I want it in my roastery, or I only want 30 bags in my roastery. There. Then at that point, you can now see two examples: one which is in your roastery, 30 bags, and one which is invested from the warehouse to the roastery, which is 70 bags, right? And I can also say, for example, this one. And everything is all simple. I can filter, and I can just see my example copy. So this is the one that we just got, we just a sample. It is now in our inventory, and we can play around with it as much as we want. Right? Is that all clear?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions at all?
No, right now I understand what you are. It's clear. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Nice. Now, obviously, the next step will be to make a profile. And the profile for me, it will be like a recipe, and the profile would be attached to one of those green bean inventory items. So at the moment, these are all the profiles that I have. For example, I've created a new cool profile because I think that's very cool. I haven't set it in a profile group yet. We can talk about that later, but I don't think that's very important for you yet. But let's say I don't want my new cool relationship copy, I want my new copy, my example copy. Very easy, I can just switch it over here, and I can press example, and then I have the warehouse one, and I have the roastery one. And I tap the roastery one, and now every time I roast this copy, it will use the copy from my example log. So super simple, right? At this moment, I can already start roasting, right? So if I now go to my roasting intelligence here, you will see that I have my new cool profile over here. It still says new cool relationship, but if I sync it, it will now adjust it, or should adjust it, to example copy, right? So over here, it's already adjusted. Every time I change something in the cloud environment, I just want to sync it over here. And by the way, I know this is quite big as well, so I might make it a bit smaller so it's easier to see for you as well. No, I can't make it smaller. So yeah, this is quite small for you probably, isn't it? The lessons and everything. Or is that okay? Is this okay for you?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Yeah. And at this moment I can now start saying, okay, fantastic, I can start roasting. There, press start. And you can see I don't even have a reference profile yet. So I can set up a reference profile from a different profile if I want to. Right? So let's say we abort this copy.
So if you start, sir, that is the time that the one you make it sample, that is your profile already.
Yeah. So and I can set up a different profile if I want to. So right now I can click on my profile and I can see that there are no profiles as a reference, or at least the reference is this over here. It's a very, very simple profile. So let's say I want a different reference, then I can easily change that over here, and I'll go over here, and let's say I want it to be this one, for example. Now I update it, and I check over here, and now I see a real full profile, right?
Yes.
So I've updated it in my cloud environment. Again, I'm going back to my roast intelligence. You can see over here, it's not updated yet. Again, I sync it. And that's my new profile. So now I can start, and you'll notice that I have a full profile over here on my roasting intelligence. So super easy, right? And my red line is my exhaust temperature, my blue line is my product temperature, and it will now very easily just follow for, depending on what I do. So right now I've got my gas a little bit low, this might be a different coffee, but it will, I have got my reference profile in the background at all times. So that's kind of nice, isn't it? Over here I've got all my my data as well. And so we can follow this if we want, but we can also just go back to the CETA environment. By the way, we are now at roasting and profiling.
Yeah.
Right? And I can show you a different profile. For example, I can show you the La Loma. I also have 100 bags of this, and that coffee is called La Loma, and the profile is also called La Loma. And if I scroll down all the way, I can see all of the last roasts that I've done with it. See? So I've done a lot of roasts with this already. And if I pick a few of these, I can go to my roast pair button over here, and this is where I can see how my roasts have compared over the few last years or over the few last weeks. Right? So I've done 4 different roasts. They're not super consistent with each other, in my opinion, but I want to know what the difference is, what the flavor differences is, how can I adjust them a little bit next time, and maybe there's one that is much better than the other one, right?
Yes.
So, for example, over here, I can see that my current profile, which is start, is an 83.33, and I've done another 83.33 over here, but actually, this one is 88.89, and it's very nutty. And this one is 88.89, and it's fruity and lemony, right? So let's say I want a really good coffee, a really well-tasting coffee. I would very easily just tap this button over here, there, and now my reference is already changed for this profile. So the next time I'm roasting this, I have a new reference, which is this one, straight away. And this is my 88.89 coffee. Right? No questions so far?
For
You don't
the
have,
for the dark roast,
yeah,
what is used for, sir? For
say
espresso?
again?
For the dark roast, usually what used for? Like for espresso?
Yeah, you can use it for anything, of course, right? But that is your decision. You are the roaster. You're the expert, really, right? This is all fictional, what I'm showing you over here. I'm just showing you how everything could work, right? So, for example, if I was the roasting 30.34, and I think it's not good enough for espresso yet, what I would do as a roaster, because I've also been a roaster for a long time, right? I would say maybe I want my maybe I want to check my roast development ratio over here, and I see it's a 15% roast development ratio. Maybe I want that to be stretched out a little bit to
Little bit
18 or 20%. So, me, personally, I would then go to this roast over here, this is my profile. I would then go to edit, and I would literally put a comment in here, there, and I'd say, please stretch the RTD percentage to 20%, for example, right? To make it a better espresso roast. So, update comments. There's my comments over there. Now check this out. I update my roast, and I go back to my roast intelligence. This is so beautiful, but let's say we finish this, right? We stop it, we confirm, we see that my end roast is 4 minutes and 19 seconds, so something went wrong, but I don't care, it's okay for now. This is not a real roast, nothing actually went wrong. And then I go back to my La Loma, La Loma, so this is the one that we've just checked out, right? You can see over here, this is still the old one, because my final score is 83.33. But again, I'm going to synchronize it. And now you see that my score is now 88.89. And you can see my comment over here. It says, please set the RTD to 20%, right? So again, I'm going to start this one. And now I can see over here. Whoops. Just a second. You can see over here, please stretch the RTD percent to 20%. So the roaster can now see what they have to do to make it an even better roast, right? So even though it was already a really good roast, we were very happy with it, scored 88. Again, now we can make it even better if we want to. And of course, after this, you would take a sample and you would cup it again, right? And you would check the color maybe, or you would check the weight loss. All those things you can do right here. So for example, this is the coffee that was just roasted. Let's say I've just weighed, and I say, okay, 50 kilos actually. And my roast value is 68, and my whole bean color value is, let's say, 65, right? There is 0282. And this is roasting fantastic. And I can already go back to my roasting, my tea-jar, and I can see that the roast that I've just finished, the 4-minute one, over here, is already in my cloud environment, right? And I can also see that it's already 50 kilos, so I didn't even have to sync this one. Everything that I do in my roast intelligence, that will automatically get uploaded to the tea-jar account. Everything that I do in my cloud environment, I have to sync that to get it in my roast intelligence. But it's all very linear.
So everything what you are roasting, it's already recorded.
Yeah, so as soon as I say this is stopped, then it will record into my cloud environment. Right? So you can see we stopped it in the middle of the road, so we can only see half a road, right? Because this is where we stopped it. So yeah. So everything is logged in that way. Yeah? And of course at the same time, this is still going. This is a beautiful road. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm obviously doing something really good. Look, everything is exactly on my reference. Fantastic. I can zoom in if I want, over here. I can zoom in to my last bit over here, shorter one, just over there. So this is from the first track to the end. I can do lots of things with this if I want to. And over here, I can see my drum speed, I can see my airflow pressure, I can see my gas settings over here. And again, I can see my drum speed, but in a different view. Right. Any questions about the roaster?
How about the drum speed, sir? What is the good reference for the drum speed? 45
Whichever
hertz?
drum speed works for you the best, right?
It
Because
depends.
every single roaster is different, every single roaster machine is different. But as a roaster myself, what I would recommend to you,
Okay.
start with the default drum speed. Right? Default drum speed will work for you. You will have something like 35, or maybe you will have 45, something like that. But the Gießen will already have a default drum speed.
Yeah.
Start with that.
40,
see how that works out
40
for
the
you.
lowest. 40 the lowest? Yeah.
Yeah, let's start with that, or maybe you start with whatever is already set up for that. What you want to be able to do is, when you see your coffee beans spinning around, you don't want them to get stuck, right? If they get stuck, they all go too slow. And if they get stuck, there's either too much coffee inside, or they don't have enough space to move, right? So you want more space to move, and so it's a faster drum speed, for example. But that is something, as a coffee roaster, I would change that all the way at the end. Like, I would first try and get my profiles ready, and then see if everything is tasting nice. And then as an extra adjustment, maybe I would change my drum speed, for example. So those are, those are things that you might want to discuss with a consultant as well if you want to. Yeah. It's fun though, isn't it? It's a lot of fun to try these things out. And when you use Cropster, you can see what the difference is as well. Because obviously, you can see which roasts were roasted on, for example, 35 RPM, and which ones were roasted on 40 RPM. And then later, you see, okay, this was different with the taste, and that was different with the taste. So through roasting with Cropster and doing those experiments, you will learn more as a roaster as well. So that's the idea behind it. We want to teach you, through our data, to learn more for yourself. Because that's the best way to learn it, right? That's how I learned it. Right. Afterwards, of course, you will come, you will evaluate, and again, you will change the profiles according to what works best for you, right? Can you hear me well, by the way?
Pardon, sir?
Yeah, can you hear me well?
Yeah. It's clear, sir. It's clear, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm also aware that you might have a little bit of background noise, which is fine for me. I can hear you really well.
So it's noise or what?
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Because of the roast.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
It's fine. So let's say I want to chop this, and I want to chop this, I want to chop this. Then I fix them again, right, in my overview, in my roast overview this time. And very easily I can set up a cupping by pressing quality and add cupping section there. I can set up a non-blind cupping and say example number 2. Oh, 2. Maybe I want a different cupping sheet this time. Maybe I want my production cupping sheet. And I'm doing this in my coffee lab. And the category is production cupping, for example. So now you see I've got 3 copies that I want to cut. Maybe I want to cut this in the end. And this one first, I just drag and drop. If I want to add more, I can do that here as well. But I don't want to add more now. And there you go. We can cut it with Cropster cup, or we can enter the results now, or we can prepare for later. We can do that too. So let's enter the results now. I can even invite one of my friends as well. Let's say Colin also wants to join in with me. There. And this is all of the copies again, and all of the things that I can type in. Now you can see that this copy sheet is a little bit different than the one we used before, because I made my own copy sheet. That's also a possibility. I said, okay, these are the things that I want to know as a production roaster, and please let me do this. There we go. The only thing is, with this copy sheet, I can't put in any automatic data. So we're just going to discard this and close. And we can do this again. Quickly make a cupping there, and this time we're doing the SEA sheet. Again, enter the result. And this time I can generate my own dummy data, right? So you can see I've got an 83, I've got an 83.25 and an 84.5.
Yeah.
Again, I save it, and now in my roast, I can see that I've got them, right? Over here, I can't see it yet, but these are the three that I've got, right? I can only see what they were, where they were roasted, who was roasting them, and what the results were over here from the roast. But if I go to my customize tab, I can check out my sensorial results here, and I can easily see where my scores are, just over here. So everything is always very easy to overview, right?
Yes.
Even if I want to decide now, oh, actually this example profile was fantastic, then I can say, you know what, how about we make this a new profile then? So that's as a reference. And there you go. We have a new profile with a fantastic copy. All clear? So you'll notice I'm not teaching you how roasting works, right? I'm just teaching you how Cropster works.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
for me important. If you have any roasting questions, feel free to ask them as well, because I have got 10 years of roasting experience, so I could help you with it. But like for me, the most important thing is that you know how Cropster works for now. So, yeah. If you get bigger, you can also set up your order and production management. So the way you would do that is, look at that. We are doing a great job, by the way, huh? Wow. Perfect. The way you would do that is, you can go over here, or you can go over here, you can create a schedule, and as you can see, I've already created a schedule for my whole week. Right, so from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and over here I can see that today on my program, I'm roasting La Loma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times, and El Hormiguero 2 times as well, right? And tomorrow I'm roasting Hormiguero, Get Up, and 2 Choco Blast, for example. I can easily add things to that schedule by pressing this big button over here. I can say I want that for today, or I want it for tomorrow. I can do that too. Let's say for tomorrow, right? I want a post-roast blend, which is celestial blend. Everything is already set up for me, because this is how I like to set it up. When you start with Cropster, you might want to set it up slightly different.